Hey everybody, welcome back to the world famous Do Work Podcast. I am your host, Scientifics, and this is episode 1 of season 2. That's right, we are here. You can't see the clouds, but the clouds are flashing behind you. You'll see them later on during what we got going on for you guys. Episode 14 altogether. So everybody that's been watching since episode 1, I thank you guys so much for being here. I feel a little crammed with this mic. I'm gonna scoot this bit back a little bit. There you go. Felt like I had my fucking legs all closed in. Thank you guys for being here. Everybody that's been listening since episode 1 to episode 13, which is our last one. We went live at Spokeezy. Shout out to Spokeezy. You guys are always beautiful for housing us there. We probably had like 3 of them there. And we are back. We're in the new studio. It's under construction still, so you know, little something going on, but it's gonna be looking a lot better in a minute. With that being said, though, I'd like to give everybody a special thank you for showing up for season 1 and now season 2. I always have new guests for you guys, and they never, ever let me down because they always come through, show love, and you guys get to learn a lot about them. You guys get an opportunity to hear some music now. These new sessions at season 2, we're going to be having some performances, which we'll have our first one today with my special guest, but let me give them a good, proper intro. The man next to me is a singer-songwriter, a drum composer, music guitarist composer, an actual composer. He sang R&B, rock. He does river dance, Matador. No, I'm just playing. But all the other stuff is true. He's been a legend in Fresno since the moment he touched bass. I met him through LMC, which is Live Music City. Did a lot of music out there. Shout out to Mike and them. And just watched him progress as an artist all the way through. The man's been doing it for years and years and years. So you guys make some noise. Put your hands together for the one, the only, the incomparable, the man, the myth, the legend, that dude. Mama, look, there he go. Brandon Freeman in the building. What's up, Brandon Freeman?
Thanks for having me, bro.
Yeah. What's up? How you feeling? That's what I'm talking about.
I'm still feeling.
That's good. At least you got feelings. Shit. Could be worse. Could be not feeling anything.
That's very true.
I'm gonna be in the upper room. So what's good with you?
Just working on music, man. Yeah, same shit. Mm-hmm. Cloudship just dropped an album on the 6th, so that's dope. We got a music video out. We're putting out another music video here soon. We're working on getting it all shot. I think we have a couple more shoots, or shooting days rather, and then I'm working on a couple of different projects. I have my band Crewmatic, which has come together pretty dope. It's a little bit of everything, which is funny because like Cloudship's a little bit of everything, right? But they don't sound the same at all.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know. I feel like genres are dead.
Yeah, it's just music now.
It's just music.
Yeah, slicing everything
but
together.
but they're not. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird to have to describe music and like classify it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because I don't know. I mean, it's hip hop, it's rock, it's pop, it's jazz, it's you know, like all kind of different stuff. So it's it's fun. It's fun.
For the people out there that don't know, who may be listening on audio, which you can find us on Spotify, Anchor, and Apple Podcasts, and Google, all the other places where they stream the audio. Introduce yourself and let them know what it is you do.
My name is Brandon Freeman. I'm a musician. I play guitar, drums, bass, keys. I'm mainly a singer, lyricist, composer, producer, music teacher, as of recently. Yeah.
Okay. And okay. So doing all that, when did you actually jump into the field of music? Because I know most of the time when I talked to Sahab last year on season 1, and he said that it was kind of like a progression. Talked to Sneaks, he said the same thing. It was kind of like over years, you kind of just find yourself doing it. Was it the same for you when you came into it? As in, like, you did something that eventually led you somewhere? Or was it like, I like this, I'm jumping into this? Or, you know what I mean, kind of fall into it?
It's definitely something that I wanted to do. I've been performing ever since high school. And I mean, I was in the church, youth group, praise team or whatever, you know what I mean?
Voice to God.
Yeah, but yeah, so like it's definitely something that I've always wanted to do. I think ever since like junior high, I was like, I want to play music. So high school came around and I started doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I picked up bass when I was in junior high. That was my first instrument other than my voice. I've always sang, but I think actually like picking up an instrument was what got me to want to perform. I didn't really think about performing. I just like to sing. But after I started playing bass, yeah, I just knew I definitely wanted to be a performer for sure. So I guess, yeah, ever since high school, I've just been kind of doing it. I mean, of course, you know, you pick up steam, but I definitely like jumped into it.
Were you doing just like a certain genre, like R&B-ish and rock, or were you feeling both? Because when I met you, I know you had mentioned that like the lead singer from Incubus was like a big influence on you at that moment.
Well, yeah, I mean, when
Not
I was
all together, but
no, for sure. Yeah, that was a big influence for me, Incubus's music. But I really liked Brandon's lyrics. Man, I mean, I definitely like, you know, the way he sang and everything. But I really liked his lyrics.
Okay.
And so he was a big influence. And yeah, like I said, that was around junior high school. But as far as like a genre, the first band I played in that wasn't at church was a Latin jazz band.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we were doing like Santana covers and you know, stuff like that.
Okay, got a little vibe to it at church.
No, not even at church. We were playing. The only place we ever performed was at our high school.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, like we recorded a few tracks. I have no idea where they are, but they somewhere
out in the universe
somewhere.
somewhere.
Out in the universe somewhere. Yeah. But yeah, so we did that, and yeah, from there I just kind of kept doing stuff. I sang in a rock band in high school as well, my senior year. Yeah, so I mean, I've always been hopping from one genre to the other. I was doing a lot of hip hop stuff in late high school, early college. That's when I started making beats and whatnot, and yeah, man, just kind of went from there.
That's tight. Hip hop. In college was like what year?
I graduated high school 2005, so 2006 on.
Okay. Nice. So you got the early stages of basically everybody that's out been doing their 10-year right now.
Right. Exactly.
Okay. That's cool. I mean, shit. My brother's the same way. He's a, you know, Mac, Nip,
Word.
You know, early Kendrick, stuff like that.
Yep.
Overdose, things of that nature.
Yep.
Yeah. That's tight. And then after the whole vibe when you're doing rock, after high school and college started to jump off, was it like shows getting locked in? Were you starting to look more towards recording? Or was it just more of just getting the sound down and just, you know, like playing to get like your musical pitch? Or were you like, did you have albums out?
No, we didn't really have any albums out. I think the first recording that I did was with a band called Life at Twilight.
Okay.
I joined that band when I was in college. I think my sophomore year of college. They were like a progressive post-punk band, kind of, you know, pretty dope stuff. I really liked it, and they had been trying to find a singer. Nobody could keep up with it because it was all time and, you know, it was weird. But I mean, you know, I got the demo from my boy Jeremiah, whose homeboy Benji gave it to him because his cousin was the drummer in the band, the drummer Edson.
Okay.
So yeah, like, you know, the CD changed hands a few times, and then I got a hold of it, and then I ended up linking up with the bass player, and I sang that, and I sang what I wrote to one of the songs, and then they called the guitar player. He was like, "Hey, I found a singer." He's like, "Shut the fuck up! No, you didn't." Like he was serious. He was like, "No, like, stop playing with me. Like, this is not funny. Like, what do you want?" You know what I mean? He's like, "No, like, we really found a singer." He was like, "Wait, really?" So he came and he heard it, and yeah, we went from there. So that was the first band I actually like started recording music with. The first band, I mean, I was recording, you know, little hip hop stuff here and there, but I mean, we never even really did anything with any of that. I don't know.
What were they called? What was your rock band called?
Well, the rock band was called Life at Twilight.
Life at Twilight, okay.
But yeah. But we, my little hip hop group I kicked it with, we were just called The Movement.
Okay.
And I made a lot of beats. I made a lot of beats for those cats. That was when I learned how to like sample and like stuff like that.
Okay. Using what?
I use Fruity Loops.
Oh, so at the time you were sampling off the Fruity Loops, the FPC?
Yeah.
The Fruity Loops
Yeah.
FPC?
Yeah, straight up. So I was doing that. Yeah, man. I don't know. I've done a little bit of everything. Yeah, I've done a little bit of everything. For electronic production. I mean, I'm working on playing drums for a metal track for my boy right now. I'm not really bound by genres, man. I just kind of get in where I fit in.
That's tight. Yeah, because when I met you, you were doing your R&B album. So that's when we did Communique.
Yep.
And that was right around the time that Before Perils was still doing their stuff. So so I met those guys. Shout out to Before Perils, everybody that was in that band. And then John Knapp's, and then that's when you guys started Cloud Ship right after that. So yeah, when I first met you, it was the R&B vibe, which I still rock that album to this day. Like it's in my playlist.
You know what's on Spotify?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I had no idea that thing was on Spotify. It's under, I don't know.
Somebody else
else
uploaded it. Because you could put it to a playlist. So they probably uploaded the album to a playlist or something. Because that's how I found it was on a playlist.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I was tripped out to hear.
I have the original. Okay.
Word.
Yeah.
I need those.
I got you. They're on my hard drive over there.
Dope.
So we'll shoot them.
Be a dope. Yeah, I'm gonna need those.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And we got like I might even have a couple of the Pyramids sessions.
Damn.
Yeah. It was so it was you, Coochie Lee, Halo, Naalma, and there was another artist. There was another rapper. I'm by myself, but I was producing and engineering. There was another person, but yeah, that whole project. I think I got like 2 songs off of that on my hard drive.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So yeah, since 2012 is when I met you.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That was a good
2012.
6 years into your musical career at that point, kind of like post high school kind of thing.
Yeah. You could say that. Like, I mean, that was. Yeah, I feel like that was the beginning of like my actual. Well, no, that's not even true. Because you know what, man. Damn, I've done so much stuff.
See, that's good to rewind because you start to look at it and go, damn, I did do that.
I played in this reggae band called Naughty Rets.
Okay.
That was actually the first band that I was like consistently playing shows with. I was just playing bass.
Yeah.
We ended up being the house band over at Habanos.
Wow, throwback to Fresno, if you know, you know.
And I was 19.
Wasn't even be supposed to be in there.
No, I was not supposed to be in there at all.
You tried to pull up at Salsas.
Bro, we were at Habanos. I was getting crunk. Like, it was weird how good I could play bass, like, while I'm just sitting there toasted in a mug. But hey, you know, it is what it is. I mean, it's reggae.
Oh yeah, you played better. You're in the vibe at that point. You're just like,
that's. So that was a dope situation actually. I played in that band with the homie Blake Reynolds.
Okay.
He was the drummer for Toxic Sunset back in the day. Yeah, man. Yeah. So I played in a reggae band. I've sang on 2 metal albums. I play in a rock band. I'm in like a hip hop, pop rock band. I'm still doing the Satoshi stuff. All of the music that's on Communique, I'm just gonna play on Satoshi sets because it's the same vibe. It doesn't matter.
Okay,
yeah. So,
well, that's perfect. Yeah, like I said, like all genres, being able to touch, like just being a musician in general.
Word.
You know, and having a history with everybody that you do play music with. So not just one of those genre hoppers that just kind of like tries to catch a wave when it's hot and be like, oh, I know a guy type of thing. Like you have a longevity that's been kind of tested every time throughout the years. Not tested, but shown and proved that, you know, the musicians that will pop up and do a spot that most people aren't doing usually tends to be the people that have been consistently playing music and stuck around the whole time. And
Word.
You've been here since the 2000s, you know, we were talking about the teens. And now we're back in, you know, we're in 2023. I met you 11 years ago.
Right.
And you had already been doing it since the mid-time, so.
Right.
You know, it's a good look. And plus, like I said, when we bring people on, it's for you guys to get an opportunity to not only just get a chance to see them and hear some of their music and, you know, some of the, at the end we'll have plugs throughout the bottom of the of the YouTube channels or of all the other things where you can get, links to all of his bio, to his social media, to any sort of pages that you have your music on.
Yep.
But also you get to hear a chance of seeing like how an artist comes up, and you realize that when somebody kind of gets their praise and their just due, it's not just out of nowhere. They actually have been doing it for years and years and years. And just this month, I think you started out. Oh, so let them know about Monday nights now. You started off on Monday night.
Yeah.
So,
that's popping off. That's popping off on the 6th.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to get back what we had back in the day at Strummers, man, with Tommy D.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I actually met Blake from Toxic Sunset and Naughty Ruts. That's how I ended up playing with him, is because we were over there at the is an open mic, but I mean it's an open jam. Like they had a whole back line and everything like that, and it was this huge thing that people actually came to like on a weekly.
Mm-hmm.
Like
it was a poppin' open mic.
It was the poppin'est open mic I've ever seen in my life, and I've been to a lot of open mics.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just trying to get that back. Tommy, like I said, Tommy Delgado used to run it, and it was popping. So I'm really hoping that I can get something like that going again. I'm gonna take a back line. I didn't know Bobby's had a stage back there.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's So I'm gonna have them. I'm gonna have them set that up for me. Callie's gonna be DJing, so if somebody wants to come, bring a flash drive.
Hey, I'm down to go. I'm down to show up and record. You know what I mean?
Slide.
Record the live of the open mics.
Slide. That'd be dope. It's just like me. It's not genre specific. I mean, I got comedians coming. I got the acoustic singer songwriters coming. I got hip hop heads coming. I got bands coming.
Yeah.
The
hip hop head's gonna come like 15 deep, like, yo, what's up, let me get on real quick.
Yeah, I know.
But I mean, it's good that you have it because you call it industry night because of the fact that
it's on a Monday. So we all
but also if you're in the industry, if you live in major cities, you'll know that a lot of the open mics that people go to are on the offset days.
Yeah.
A Monday, a Wednesday,
right.
A Thursday, where those are the ones where like potential talent is really showing up too, because
right.
And it'd be great, and we're gonna support it as much as possible. If you guys get an opportunity to go out to, which Bobby's is it, the one in Tower?
Yeah, the one in Tower.
So go to the Bobby's in Tower every Monday now.
Yeah, every Monday.
Every Monday, industry night.
This coming Monday. Yeah.
6 o'clock. From there on, you guys can come and check out what's going on. If you guys got any talent, get on, talk to this man right here, let him know. Is there a sign-up sheet or something like that?
Yeah, there'll be a sign-up sheet. I think this first one, I know a good deal of people are already coming, so I'm gonna have to like take inventory, be like, okay, like how much time we got and who can I actually get on here, because like good John Clifton is coming.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not going to make John Clifton fight with somebody for a spot. Like he's on. Like he's definitely. You know what I mean? It ain't going down like that. But yeah, I'll have a house band. And yeah, man, it should be fun. It should be real fun.
And especially with what we're trying to do too, me and B were talking about getting a couple of more nights and trying to do the Ox battles and bring those back. So, we'll be able to join in and start making more of a nightlife in Fresno besides just certain mics or certain nights where you can just perform at, where you can have the opportunity to come out and do that on a regular basis. So if you guys got the opportunity, like I said, every Monday night, Bobby Salazar's in Tower. Yeah. 6 o'clock, get there. Whatever you want. What time is it over? Like 10?
It will go from 7 to close. So I mean, if we in there till midnight, I guess we in there till midnight. If people are still rocking and drinking.
Please do though, because come support. And anybody that that has a show, let us know. Shoot us information on the show. I always give you guys my email address or the IG. You can hit me up or send me the link, and I'll promote it here on the show and tell everybody, hey, check it out. I know we got a couple of things next month. We got Fres Yes and the Alley party coming up, and my birthday party, my March 24th. Talking to a couple of venues, so we're actually going to do something this year.
That's what's up.
I talked to, I'll tell you off air, but we talked to a couple places, and we'll see what we can do, and then if it turns into something, it's going to be great. But yeah, and then do you have any performances this month coming up that you're going to be looking forward to?
I mean, I'm still at Lucy's every Thursday. Cloudship is performing, I think we're at Machine Head on the 18th. Like we just got the offer for that today, so I think we're going to do that. I've just been doing a lot of solo stuff, man. Cloudship kind of backed off of playing so much because you devalue yourself when you play, you know what I mean, same town every week. It gets a little weird. So yeah, that's why I'm doing a lot more solo stuff. And
no new material. That's why too.
No. I mean, we just like I said,
recorded.
we just dropped that album. So.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, no, we got plenty of material. We just, yeah. We're just kind of laying back on it. I mean, we're still playing, obviously, you know, but yeah. It's you know, it's funny you say like trying to get more events and more of a nightlife in Fresno, because I feel like there's always shit to do and just nobody really goes to it or knows about it. I'm not sure why they don't know about it, because I mean it's this stuff's easy to find. But I was talking to Tom Walsum over at Mystic Music Repair, and he was, you know, talking about something, but it gave me the idea to like, I want to try to get with the city and subsidize hiring local musicians. Because what we have is a situation where nobody knows about local music, or nobody knows what's going on or anything like that. And at the same time, you have all of our good musicians taking gigs out of town all of the time. Like I don't before I started doing so much solo stuff, I never played it. We were always in San Luis Obispo or Paso Robles or Sacramento or LA or somewhere, you know what I mean? Yeah. We dipped out because, you know, it's hard to get paid here. But I feel like if the city subsidizes hiring local musicians, but also we have like a city-run compendium of just every event in Fresno.
Yeah.
Like that would be, first of all, that'd be easy to do. It could be a pretty simple, you know, setup, but also have like a billboard or two in, like, you know, key strategic places.
Yeah.
You know, easy to get to, easy to reach website that, you know, shows you where everything is at. So, you know, there's no more of this, oh, well, there's nothing to do in Fresno, because it's not true. Yeah. But I feel like if people were presented with the information, they would actually, you know, they would actually go to stuff.
Yeah, and it was a little easier before 2020 because of the fact that everybody kind of was outside too. So if you didn't see somebody at one location, you see them somewhere along the line during the week at multiple locations. I think now people kind of stuck to their normal spots now, so it's just like these 2 or 3 spots.
Yeah, I ain't left tower in years.
Exactly, and so getting the word out is a little bit more footwork than we had to do before, because even though social media exists and we can get it to everybody's page, a lot of people get flooded that way too now, so it gets so norm to get spammed out that you're just like, oh, I'm not even going to pay attention to it, or yeah, I saw it, but whatever.
Social media is a weird thing now, though, because of with how the algorithms work and whatnot. Like, and they change them so damn frequently. Like, people are putting out flyers, and the flyers are just all text, not knowing that if you have an image and over 30% of the area of the image is text, it's not going to get circulated right.
Nope.
So I just been making flyers. It's just a picture, and then it just got a little bit of information at the bottom. You know what I mean?
Now you gotta set them up like posters, like movie posters, like image, and then like 20% of the thing is
right. Because it's not, you know, it's such a weird thing trying to create like organic outreach in social media. It doesn't work. I'm not really familiar with how all of that stuff runs, but between like having to figure out algorithms and targeting and
creating the right content to spark your algorithm and then flood the line,
right, or creating the right content to break through the apathy of everybody.
It's like you're staring at the EAC going, all right, I'm gonna jump in right now.
It's a trip. It's a trip because I mean, you have, I don't understand what makes people share things. I'm not a good promoter if I'm being honest. Like I'm not good at marketing, man. Like I could sit here, I could talk to people for days. You know what I mean? I can network. I'm good at networking. I'm not good at marketing.
Yeah.
Like you send me somewhere and tell me to go talk to people. Like I should get paid for that. Like I'm really good at it.
That's what I'm trying to do here, is like get this to be that voice of networking, to where you don't feel like you're being interviewed. You can just spill it out like that to the people and just be like, it's easier than having to create a flashy.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you got like even trying to put together like a drum video. You know what I mean? Like you got all these Instagram drummers. I'm like, oh damn, y'all spend money. Like y'all spend.
It's a production.
It really is a production, and I'm like, man, how did we go from just random selfies here and there to this is an entire, I don't know. It's a trip. So social media is not something.
Yeah,
I'm
but
really
trying to get the information out now that's why I'm taking so many platforms that we can touch on. That's like, all right, we'll touch the next platform then. Touch the next platform then. If it's not working here, keep it going to the next platform.
Right.
Eventually, everyone's eyes are gonna gather because everyone's seen it in different places. But that's kind of why I try to sprinkle it everywhere.
You have to stay up on the trends too, man. Like I didn't know what the hell stories were, and everybody was doing it when I was like, my inertia is infinite, bro. Like I don't.
You got it gritty.
I'm not.
You gotta get it.
I'm not good. I'm not good at it. Like,
yeah.
I don't like change, man. Like, bro, yeah. I would still be on MySpace if it was viable. You know what I mean? Like, I don't.
Getting your HTML down.
Bruh.
Salute to all you shorties that learn HTML, because you guys are the Photoshop queens now. Like, you guys are the ones that know how to touch up your stuff right. But at 13, 14 years old, the end part of it, the younger ones that were learning how to do HTML, you guys are the real OGs.
I feel like, you know what, like, I don't know, call me a conspiracy theorist, but I feel like they changed social media how they did because people were learning too much about how to code and how to do all kind of stuff.
They're getting too smart.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
dumb it down.
Like we weren't even doing just HTML anymore. We were doing like CSS and like all kind of crazy shit.
Yeah,
like
C++.
I took a basic class in high school. You know what I mean? Like we were getting after it. Like a lot of people were learning how to code, and like and make websites and whatnot. And then the whole social media landscape changed, and you weren't able to really use it like that anymore. Nobody was publishing websites. They just wanted to use it on MySpace.
Twitter even gave you only so many words. You know
right.
what? Don't even give them so many. They're gonna script something.
Right.
Yeah. No, they knew we was getting smart. We was up there.
Yeah, it's all bad. I think I feel like they changed that on purpose. Like, or I don't know. I mean, maybe, I don't know. It just seems kind of like a big ass coincidence that this crazy, like, very useful skill set was just kind of being, propagated through just millions and millions of kids.
Yeah, thought I didn't see that. I saw that. I was like, damn, Shorty's page takes forever to load.
Right.
And then if you had high speed, you're like, yo, this thing's pretty lit. Like, you're looking around her page like, yo, you got a glittery and you got a video and music and you got Tupac. And
some people were doing too much, man. Like, there was a lot of epilepsy fuel on MySpace stuff.
It's just you're like, oh, I got it.
Like, you can't, it was like, yo, like, I'm not going to have a seizure or nothing, but I can't keep looking at this shit, man. Like,
it's hurting my eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a trip. Social media is a trip. I use it as well as I can, but I don't feel like I'm really good at it, man.
That's all right. You don't need to be. As long as you're making the music and everything else behind it, we'll hire somebody to do the content.
That's not really true, though.
We'll hire somebody to cover the content.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll create something. But with that being said, we're going to take a break real quick, grab us another beer. You guys do the same. We'll be back in a minute. Scientifics, you know what it is. The world famous Do Work podcast coming right back at you. That was lame as fuck. I don't even know why I did that. Anyways, y'all niggas come back. We gonna be back in a second. You good? Thank you. I said she looked like me. I said thank you. She looked like me. Oh shit. What up, everybody? Welcome back to the world famous Do Work podcast.
Hold on. Because I'm messing with this, so it's probably a weird thing.
No, not really.
All right, go ahead.
What up, everybody? We're going to use both of them anyway. What up, everybody? Welcome back to the world famous Do Work podcast. I am your host, Scientifics. I'm here with my special guest, Brandon Freeman.
What it do?
We're back in the building. Had to take a little break, get a little smoke, a little fucking drink, you know what I mean? Back to it. I hope you guys had a good little break. For you guys, it was like all of 2 seconds or something like that. So anyways, we're back. So yeah, we were talking about algorithms and all that and the rhythms of things. So let's get past that. Let's go into, normally I get 5 sections or questions that I go into. Who are you, what you do, and then 2020 and all that other stuff. But we kind of walked into 2020 a little bit, talked it in the last spot, but I'll bring it back just for the cause because it's the segments for you guys. It's for you guys. So yeah, we all know that 2020 changed everybody. Everybody's work habits and social habits changed.
Yep.
And during that time frame, a lot of things happened. Some people were able to do things freely. I myself was moving around a lot more freer. I was going to film school. I lived in Vegas. Less people out, traveling all over the place. It wasn't a big deal.
Word.
Everybody else kind of has different stories. Some people were locked inside, super terrified. What was your 2020 kind of like, and what did it add to the changes of how you conduct music or conduct your shows or even just conduct yourself socially altogether?
We were doing some online stuff. Excuse me. We were doing some online stuff. We did a few live streams. I would do an acoustic live stream here and there. But I mean, I was mainly just posted up with Jamie, bro. Like, yeah. I didn't really do much of anything, and I mean, they were
inside tucked in.
Yep, basically. I mean, they were, you know, living in California, you was straight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm one of them dudes, like, I'm a listen. You know what I mean? Y'all say stay inside, I'm gonna stay the hell inside because I ain't trying to get sick. You know what I mean? Like, some people are like, you can't tell me what to do. I'm like, okay, take your ass outside then. Go ahead.
Well, it wasn't, I felt more like there was less people, and where I was going, I wasn't putting myself in a position to where, like, oh, there's an open space. Like, let us all be there.
I'm talking about the motherfuckers who want to have gatherings.
Oh, yeah, no.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
still throwing parties and whatnot.
Throwing COVID parties. Literally calling them
that. I was just traveling around state to state doing my thing. But yeah, no, I feel you, because a lot of people were just tucked inside and just chilling, you know.
Yeah, I was posted, bro. I was either at the house or at Studio 9. Otherwise, I didn't really, you know what I mean. I know my drum game went, because that's all I did was play drums and hang out with my wife. You know what I mean? That's all I did. So.
And when you said you're doing shows, like, you guys are doing virtual shows, maybe once in a while, or are we doing like
we were regularly? Doing like every month.
Okay.
I would say, yeah, we would do like a virtual show every month. I would try to do a weekly live stream, as far as just acoustic from the crib. Yeah. I mean, it was cool being like actually being stuck at the house ain't make no difference to me. I'm posted up all day. I got gigabit fiber, homie. Like, I don't have an issue.
And if you a person that likes to just chill inside, play video games, watch anime, just play music all day, right, chill out anyway, and it's like, oh, I don't gotta go anywhere. Even right. better. It's like the introverts won for a good year. They were like, what? We get to do nothing?
Right. Exactly that. Yes. Exactly that. People like me, you know what I mean, who are very capable of just posting up and not having to deal with nobody. We were just like, tell me more about how you're going to pay me to stay home.
Yeah. Let me learn more about this.
Like, do tell, young lady, do tell. You know what I mean?
Oh, they're not opening anything in 4 more months. Cool. I mean, damn. I mean, cool.
Right.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Right. So that's the whole thing. Yeah, man, 2020 was, I mean, it was good. I mean, I used all of that money on like a drum kit and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't,
balling out of control.
No.
Amazon shopping.
No. I saved up money. Yeah. I bought a drum kit. You know, and yeah, I mean, that was that. So I did
And then going into 21, like when shit started to open up, like shows were available. Did you guys go back on tour, or was it just local spots?
Pretty much. I mean, we pretty much went back to what we do normally. We haven't gone on any interstate tours since then, actually. But yeah, man, it's
like a lot of Monterey shows, a lot of like spots like that, beach area type stuff.
Yeah, a lot of like a lot of Monterey, a lot of Paso, a lot of Slow, Santa Barbara, Pismo. You know, we got out to Sacramento. We got out to Sacramento and LA pretty often before 2020, and then after that, man, like we started charging more and getting more money, and then people in those locales didn't want to really pay us, and we're like, we play music to make money.
Exactly. You
know what I mean? So it's a thing like that. So yeah, we definitely switched up our game during that time, because like I said, it was just a thing of we're getting paid more now, and traveling is just a weirder thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So yeah, it's it became much more sensible to just chill at home. You know what I mean, and not really worry about any of that. We stayed in the Central Valley and Central Coast, and like tripled our income.
Plus, your fan base got more consistent because they've seen you multiple times in these areas.
Yeah, and I mean, when you make new people and you start talking, to just people from here and there, you know what I mean. You get a lot of different opportunities. I mean, we've done a few radio spots now out in Slow. Our first residency was in San Luis Obispo, bro. We get way more love out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I mean, you guys' vibe kind of has that kind of energy anyway, too.
Word.
And they'll show up for something if it's just, you know, because also the tourist attraction is the availability.
Right.
Tourists are coming in every other day. Crowd that's regulars or regs, but you know, you get the opportunity to have an extra 20 to 30 people just kind of show up and randomly be there, which is dope.
Right.
Because that takes your name and everybody else, you know, you get that exposure.
That was a big thing with me is I'm like, man, like we got people everywhere, you know, and it's a lot of word of mouth with us.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of word of mouth with us, you know, but a lot of places, like, you know, they'll want us to, you know, promote or whatever, and I mean, like, yeah, you know, we promote, but at the same time, we play so much, like, either people are going to come to your business or they're not, because people aren't going to just follow us all around town.
Yeah.
Every week.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's not how that works. So I mean, but luckily we get a lot of places that have, you know, consistent crowds. It's just our job to entertain them and make them stay longer, which we always do, and they always.
Oh yeah,
do.
yeah.
You know, but yeah, that was also a big thing that you know got bigger as 2020 wound to a close, and then, you know, we started getting more and more, you know, freedom, and I think a lot more people were more just grateful for music.
Yeah. Like fan base started to come back, like people that really wanted to see it.
Straight up.
And not just people that were like, I'm tired of being grounded.
Right.
It's time to go outside. Like, I'll just go see anything. Yeah.
Right. So that's a thing. Yeah. 2020 was weird, but it also, you know, brought some opportunities and some cool, you know, some cool stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's what I was saying, because I lived in Vegas. I lived in LA. Went to film school in LA. Finished it off in Vegas because we were doing Zoom meetings of school. So I'm in the pool in Vegas, chilling, having a beer, drinking. I have my camera off, but I'm watching and listening to everything they're doing. And it was a blast for me. I'm over here enjoying frog legs.
Frog legs.
I'm out here smashing all.
My man said frog legs.
Yeah, they were smacking out there. I found a spot. Shout out to Mr. Krabs' second side. That's the spot that has the frog legs. I think they're on Boulevard Avenue in Vegas. I could be wrong, but check them out anyways. But yeah, man, I was out there just chilling. So like I said, for me, it was different. When I got back, everything started to open up. I think that's where I got more precautious. Yeah. And that's where I was more like, okay, I don't really want to be around anybody because there are a lot of people really out.
Right.
And a lot of people just felt really free with the non-mask thing again, and it was just like everybody forgot to wash their hands again.
my thing with it was just like people saying it was a hoax.
Yeah.
Like, my homie Ralph died from COVID. Like, when his son's sitting in the hospital bed right next to him.
Yeah.
Like, you know, my homegirl Andrea, like, I mean, she was going through it. She was about to lose her husband and her kid to this damn disease. You know what I mean? And I mean, you know, luckily, she only lost one. But I mean, you know, and it's a trip. In
that word sense, yeah.
It's a trip. It's a trip because people are like, it's a hoax and it's not real. And I'm like, bruh, like, I'm sitting here taking care of my wife who's sick with it, have a homie who died from it, have homies who have multiple friends died from it. Like, and you saying it's not real? Like,
and as an entertainer, it's hard too because you're also looking at the side of, I need to entertain and cheer up the world.
Right.
You're also a part of the world while it's happening, so it's like that dual-sided sword kind of thing.
Right. It's definitely a weird thing because it's like after they stopped, you know, giving us free money, but you can't really have music. Like, what am I supposed to do? And that was a weird, excuse me, that was a weird place to be because you know, you had to do those weird gigs or gigs that you're not supposed to do, right? You know, all of that. I mean, that was
behind the plastic shield. You ever do one behind the plastic shield?
Oh yeah,
like a barrier,
we did a couple of those.
Yeah,
we did a couple of those. We did yeah, like I said, I mean, we did some online stuff. I was doing like drive-by shows, bro. Like,
well, that's tight.
Straight up, like I'll pull up to your spot. You run me an extension cord. I'll hook up my speaker and I'll play an acoustic show for you.
Like, are you in like the back bed of something, or are you like on the street and they're just at their house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know,
That's tight though.
from the distance and
Yeah. I mean, they were doing that. People had to do that just to see family members.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just we're all gonna pull a baby shower. Sorry, no, we can't all be there.
Right.
You know, we'll just all drive by and say what's up. Oh, happy birthday to little Timmy. Happy birthday to yeah. So
Right.
that's dope though that you were able to do that, because I know
It's a hustle, man.
I know Patrick Contreras did a couple of those as well.
Yeah. I got the idea from him. I asked him. I talked to him. I'm like, is it okay if I do this? He's like, dude, get after it. Tell everybody else to do it. Like,
Yeah,
you know?
please, yeah,
I'm
because
like,
you
okay.
can't do a show. That's the show right there.
Right.
That's dope. And then when, like, so we're in 2023 now. Of course, everybody, welcome to everybody. If you barely get into this, Happy New Year. And since then, like, I know that everything has opened up way more, because we just did a show at Goldstein's.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you have shows that you just previously did. Like you said, you got the residency at Lucy's.
Yep.
And now you got your industry nights on Monday.
Yep.
So it's
Bobby
gonna be.
Salazar is paying me a lot of money, man.
That's good.
That dude's paying me $450 a week.
I don't know if you want to put that out there. We'll bleep that.
Yeah, we want to bleep
I'll
that.
bleep
huh?
that. You give me a
bleep
boop. I'll dolphin that. It'll did it.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, but I mean, I
Yeah.
feel you. That's good though, because it's just due. Like I said, it's that time frame where if you're able to provide something that you've been doing for years and years and years, that's been kind of the argument that everybody's had in Fresno, is that not that the club promoter or the club owners themselves won't. It's just the nights aren't as successful unless they are able to get the door, and then you get the bar. And we can split this because it'll work.
Right.
And it's good to see that people are getting that here. Like, give you.
I get a guarantee.
payment.
I get a guarantee.
Yeah.
I get a guarantee. You know, I play for my 3 hours. You know what I mean? And like, I've created a little bit of a culture over there, man. Like,
That's
there's
good.
always people on Thursdays. Some people are there literally every Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's that's become a pretty cool thing for me, because it's encouraging.
Yeah.
It's very encouraging to have, you know, that level of support, and I mean, and actually be able to do something like a residency.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's not something that everybody could pull off, especially not around here. So I'm pretty happy about it.
Excuse me, especially with the diversity of the Lucy crowd.
Right. Because I mean, you never know what you're gonna get over there. You have all kinds of different people who slide through, and it's like, you know, I play a little bit of everything as far as genre, you know what I mean? I mean it's all acoustic, you know what I mean, and it all sounds like me, but at the same time, like, I'm playing shit from anything from Deftones to Sade to, you know what I mean, you know, Tennessee Whiskey, you know, like I'm playing all kinds of different stuff, so you know, I touch all the bases, and it works out for me.
You know, play Summertime Blues. No, and that's good though, because like I said, we spoke earlier in the podcast about, you know, be able just to be a musician. And I think there's a lot of them in Fresno, but the fact that everybody gets put into their pocket of who they are, what genre they play, what they're known for,
Right.
kind of gets lost in translation, that they're known for doing everything. They played every big event, and it was in a different band or in a different group or in a different.
Right.
I mean, like I said, when we talked to Sahab, he was talking about Almo Marconi.
Yeah.
And, you know, math rock, and he's over here doing hip hop and, you know, alternative R&B with like his style of something.
The first time I heard Sahab, it wasn't even Elmo Marconi. It was Silence Interrupted.
Ooh, deep cut. What's up, Sahab? What you know about that?
Silence Interrupted, man. And there is a song called I'm Afraid.
Was that the group with him and just his buddy?
Yeah, him and Ronan, yeah.
Okay, so that was the group he was talking about on the podcast. Yeah. Shout out to him.
Shout out to
he
Sahab.
He never said the name though.
Silence Interrupted.
Yeah, he just said that him and his boy did some music, and they opened up for Aesop. They opened up for Aesop.
Yep.
Yeah. That's tight. Yeah, so I mean, just, you know, having the longevity and being those names, those faces that are like, I remember when you did this, I remember when you did that, to now having a residency, getting your industry night, being able to have all of these places where you're able to put on not only just musicians, but open the door for upcoming musicians.
Yeah.
But also you get your platform to put down whatever it is you feel like you're going to do for that night.
Right.
And also you're exercising your whole musical skill the whole way through, because you're playing everything, like you said. You're 1 minute you're doing Maxwell, 1 minute you're doing Pantera, 1 minute you're doing like, and it's great because there's a lot of people in Fresno that are very musically inclined to play everything. But I think that getting that exposure and getting, like you said, you're a better networker than you are a marketer.
Definitely, yeah.
and a promoter. And that's why I wanted to have you come on to the podcast, because that's kind of what I do. Excuse me. Mouthpiece that just kind of, likes to, hey, have you met my friend? Hey, this my friend does. Hey, you two guys meet, talk, mingle.
Like that's just an easy thing for me to do. Like, man, and especially like all the places I've been, like people don't, man, I just knew I was finna make a good $50,000 to $100,000 off a deal that I almost set up, man. So John Hilrick, who is was the CEO, he might still be the CEO of Hilrick Bradsby. That's the company that makes Louisville Slugger.
Okay.
So yeah, his grandfather founded the company with some dude named Bradsby, but Hilrick bought him out, but they left the name because that's his dog. Yeah. So yeah, Hilrick Bradsby, and we in Louisville, and we're on couchsurfing.com. And this dude's wife left town, and he was like, I'm bored. And he gets on couchsurfing.com, makes an account. We're the first like trip that he sees that he's interested in. He's like, it's a band? Oh, my daughter wants to play music. I'll house these guys. So he houses us, deletes his account. We're the first and only people that he ever hosted on couchsurfing.com.
Why? Because he didn't want his wife to find out, or what?
No. He told her.
Oh, okay.
No, but no. It was just a whim. Like, and he ended up having us over there, and then we find out that he's the CEO of the company that makes Louisville Slugger and blah 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 blah. And that's my boy now. Anytime I go to, we went to Louisville, and he ended up finding out that we were there. We didn't call him. We were like, he's probably busy. Mm-hmm. Dude was like, what the fuck? You
hit your boy up.
Yeah. And we were like, we figured you would be busy. He was like, no, if you come to Louisville, you call me. Mm-hmm. And he took us to breakfast on our way out of on our way up to man. Like,
so shout out to you, my guy. If you get a chance
John
to see
Hilrick.
this.
But okay, so John Hilrick, that's my dude. Mm-hmm. And then Marco Cooper. Mm-hmm. Marco Cooper. I think it's Marco, but Cooper. He has a company called Cooper Groove Drumsticks. Mm-hmm. Carlo Cooper, not Marco. Carlo Cooper. Carlo Cooper has a company called Cooper Groove Drumsticks, and he cuts this diamond weave pattern into the grip on the sticks, and it relieves tension and makes them a lot easier to hold. Blah 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 blah. So
you got the brand.
Yeah. So I'll meet him in a drum group on Facebook.
Tight.
One day I see he has a baseball bat. He's like, I'm prototyping baseball bats. I was like, you prototyping what? Wooden bats.
I know a guy.
I'm like, yeah. So I sent him a Facebook message. I'm like, hey man, you don't know me like that. I'm on the drum group. I seen that you were prototyping baseball bats with your Cooper Groove design. I know the CEO of Hilrick Bradsby, John Hilrick. It's my dude. I think you guys might be able to work. But before he even responded, I just called John. I was like, hey, John, da-da-da-da-da. He's like, what the hell are you doing? Give him my number.
Yeah.
So I'm like, cool, say less. So then I just hit him back. I was like, here's his number. And didn't work out because...
Business is business.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure it would have just made all of their other bats obsolete, and they got to sell them because he sold the company to Wilson, so he had to go through Wilson to do that. And they're like, we have all of this inventory with the, you know what I mean? But who knows?
Yeah.
But I was definitely about to get a finder's fee for that licensing deal.
Yes, please believe.
I was definitely about to get a finder's fee for that licensing deal. But that's networking.
Knows a guy, right? And then can we meet a thing? Yeah. No, but that's good though, because like I said, I'm one of those people that's like I know networkers as well. I'm the same type of way. Like I shake babies and kiss hands all day, and so that's the way I get away and campaign with everything. So if I have a platform now, right. Music was my voice. Now this is my voice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring everybody that I know that I've worked with and say, hey, stop by, let everybody know what the hell you got going on. Let them know who you are. Plus also the things and levels of how to get to where you're at, because, starting out in just simple bands, smaller groups, transforming into different levels of college and what music was, and then, changing back and forth. Just because it didn't work the first time, my man never gave up. He said, let's work on something else. Let's see what else is out here hitting. So, you guys get an opportunity to see that as well and think about it. It's a career. Everybody that wants to blow up, that's different. You're gonna work your way into that if that's where your goal is. But to have longevity and have a career to where your name means something and your presence means something. Having people going to a wedding and going, oh, who's the band? Oh, Brandon Freeman gonna be there? Oh, it's about to be lit. I remember seeing him at Ma. And I remember back in the day, or some people might already know you because of the fact that you are present in so many different places.
Right.
So, so stick with it. Make sure your city knows who you are. If you are in Fresno and you guys are watching this, check them out at Lucy's on Thursdays. Every Thursday?
Every Thursday.
Every Thursday. Right there in downtown, in Tower District, right next door to Bobby Salazar's. Now every Monday at Bobby Salazar's
in Tower.
So we're doing that.
Yeah, 7 p.m. every Monday. We're doing an open mic, open comedy, open hip hop, open rock and roll. There's gonna be a backline, there's
slam
stage,
poetry,
everything.
anything.
Slam poetry.
So if you guys got anything on your chest, you got to get it on your mind, get it off. Come out on Mondays to Bobby Salazar's. You guys want to chill out and vibe on Thursdays, come out to Lucy's.
Word.
And then also check out his pages. We'll have all of his Instagram and all of his social medias, whatever you can find.
Go listen to Cloud Chip.
Go listen to Cloud Chip. Go listen to Communique. If you guys can't find it, I might actually just put it up and post a link to it. Have it up somewhere for you, so that way you can put it up.
Word.
Or link you, or give it to you, let you do it, and then whatever.
I should actually hit up Spotify and see what I can do about getting that like under my own.
Well, you should be able to, if you have your ASCAP or BMI.
I do.
Then yeah, you should be able to just get your streams transferred over.
Yeah, but I mean, I still have to prove that it's my music somehow, right? Like, I mean, I got the originals. We got the originals,
yeah,
but
I have originals. They're time stamped and everything from creation.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, check out Cloud Chip. Crewmatic is, man, we have a.
I've heard it.
We have a mixed and mastered EP just done.
You know, I've heard it.
Sitting on it, man. Like, I really need to get it out.
It is.
But yeah. So yeah, Crewmatic, Cloud Chip, Satoshi is back in complete full effect. I'm making headway with getting some music out for that. Okay. Holler at Otis for a visual.
Nice.
Go from there.
Yeah, if you guys need videos too, shout out to Otis Reed. Shot by Otis Reed. Hit him up on Instagram. I'm pretty sure he has other ways to get a hold of him, but most of the time I just look up Otis Reed or Shot by Otis Reed. Yep. He's a good videographer. He's been doing it for years.
Otis Reed is my favorite rapper.
And also I was about to say that, and one of the dopest rappers there is. Shout out to TA, his younger brother, who's doing his thing right now, making a major wave, making his comeback. Can't wait to have you on the podcast, my G.
TA hit the ground running, dude.
He was already on though. Prior to that gap, if you would have removed that gap, that is literally a good continuation of where it went. So I'm proud of you, my G. Salute for that. Shout out to Otis for that. Yep. We're gonna have all of your social medias, all your pages where your music is available, all the music pages, all the streamies. All that stuff will be available at the end of the page. If you're watching this on YouTube, it'll be at the bottom. If you're watching it on Spotify, it'll be right here on the side. If you're listening to us on Spotify or Anchor or Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, any of that, you guys will find it in the description of the podcast itself. With that being said, is there anything else you want to tell everybody? Beautiful people out there in the world. Anybody out there you want to give a shout out to? Anything you got coming up? Anything that you want to share with the people?
Shout out to Maximus Media. If you got the money to get into a studio, go to Maximus Media Incorporated. Cloud Ship records with those dudes. They're really, really good people. Shout out to Ray Settle. Shout out to Eric Sherbin. Man, shout out to Kyle Baker over at the Rabbit Hole too. It's my guy. Shout out to all my bandmates. Catch Benevito, my dog. Yeah, I think that's about it. Like I said, go listen to Cloud Ship, cloudshipmusic.com. Check me out on Instagram. I'm at Brandon Freeman Music. And come down to Lucy's on Thursday. Come see your boy. And Cloud Ship's calendar will be on our website. So if you want to see me, I'm not hard to find.
And then any other shows that you got coming up or anything to catch up, you'll post it on your pages.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Also, catch you at Art Hop, right?
Mm-hmm.
This Thursday.
Yes, tomorrow.
So if you guys see this, it either has already happened. So shout out to that.
Yeah.
But also next month, if it happens again.
It'll happen every Art Hop at Shepherd's Inn.
So every Art Hop, check it. Let them know where it's at.
Every Art Hop at Shepherd's Inn, we're doing a different open mic over there. Just bigger, vendors, food, everything like that. So
Shepherd's Inn.
Every
Art Hop, check them out. This Art Hop will be February 2nd. Mm-hmm. So you guys will probably see this, post that. But if you guys see the next one in March, go check him out.
Yeah,
he'll be there. Check him out at Bobby Salazar's. Check him out at Lucy's, and then any show that they have, like he said, that will be posted on cloudship.com.
Absolutely.
Or they'll be posted on his page. So
cloudshipmusic.com.
Cloudshipmusic.com.
Get
that right.
That's for sure.
That's it.
Thanks for having me.
Hell yeah, dude. We'll probably get a couple more beers, get a little something else going. I want to thank you guys for showing up again for episode 1 of season 2, but in total, the grand scheme of everything, this is episode 14. Thank you guys worldwide. Everybody that's been checking in with us. We're going to have merch coming up soon, so you guys check that. We're going to have the official Do Work Podcast website coming up, so it'll be TWFDWP.com. Check out for that. We have the Tuesday Unlimited stuff coming, and then we got updates for the shows that we have for my birthday, which will be the 80s birthday party and setup, and then the Aux battles that we'll be having set up pretty soon. So check for details for that. You guys check this man's information and everything he's got going on. Crazy. I love you, my brother.
Love you, bro.
As I say around this time, thank you guys for being here. It's been a great show. You guys come see us next time. We'll be back here in the lab. We'll have a little bit more going on, but also this ain't the end of the show. We still got a performance coming up. That's the surprise that we have for you guys. But my man B Free is going to do acoustic. He's gonna do an acoustic set for you guys. I did that last time when I was talking. I just kind of got so excited about it. I stumbled it. We're gonna do an acoustic set with Be Free right after this break, and then we'll be seeing you guys right after that. You guys have a beautiful day. Enjoy your lives. Love everybody. Respect everybody. Peace out, fool. I love you. You know what it is. Scientifics, threes. We out. Do work. Nah, just playing. All right, let's go to this music. Ready to go hit this shit?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Y'all check out this breezy hit.
Before I play the song, I'll tell you a little story. There used to be a place in New York called Seneca Village. And Seneca Village was this huge neighborhood that was comprised of newly freed slaves and landowners. So these were newly freed slaves who owned land. And it was a huge neighborhood in New York, and the mayor at the time, his name was Fernando Wood, and he basically, long story short, took all their land, knocked all their buildings down, and built Central Park, where Seneca Village once stood. So anytime you go to Central Park, just remember, used to be a whole lot of niggas, This song is called Seneca. On my way in a time machine to Seneca, I know damn well the grass is green in Seneca. Take me back to Epiphany Jones. No bright lights, no cellular phones in Seneca. Oh, Seneca. Oh, Seneca. Take me back to Epiphany Jones. No bright lights, no cellular phones in Seneca. He's a real bad man and he want that land in Seneca. Says it's gonna unleash the devil's hand in Seneca. Take me back to Fernando Wood. Hope I catch him in the streets. Yeah, I wish I would in Seneca. Oh, Seneca. Oh, Seneca. Take me back to Epiphany Jones. No bright lights, no cellular phones in Seneca.